Hello students, today we are looking at the calculation of means to mixtures. Calculation of means to mixture. Let's look at this example. A trader sells rice in 50 kilogram bags. 30 bags of rice costing 202,400 naira per bag are mixed with 50 bags of rice of another kind of rice costing 2,100 naira per bag. A. What is the average cost of the mixture of rice per bag? Now, it's just like the trader wants to reduce his cost price. So he asks, let's say, let me call one original rice and the other one fake rice. He wants to mix the original with the fake such that by the time he bring them together, his cost price is going to reduce. So now he brought 30 bags of the original rice costing 2,400 naira. Now wanting to mix it with 50 bags of another kind of rice, let me say that fake rice, costing 2,100 naira. So now he wants to mix the two together to reduce his cost price. Now let's see how that can be done. Then we having A. First of all, you having cost. We want to look for the cost of the first 30 bags. You know the first 30 bags cost 2,400 naira. So the total cost of all the 30 bags is taken to be 30 times 2,400 naira, which is 72,000 naira. Now we have another set of bags, another 50 set of bags that is costing 2,100 naira. So to know the total cost of that, you are going to multiply it 2,100 naira by 50. You will get 105,000 naira. Now we want to know the total cost of all the bags. We have the 30 bags plus the 50 bags. So what is their total cost? So that means you are going to add 72,000 naira plus 105,000, which gives us 177,000 naira. To be able to calculate the average cost per bag, so that means you look for total cost of the 80 bags divided by the number of bags. Now we are now having 80 bags. So the total cost of the 80 bags divided by the 80. So that means the total cost of 80 bags is 177,000 divided by 80, which will give you 2,212 naira. So it means that 2,212 naira is the cost, price when you mix them together, and so that means the cost price for each bag now is 2,212 naira. You realize that it is now reduced from the normal 2,400 naira to 2,212 naira because you have diluted that original rice with this fake rice, which is 2,100 naira. Then the second part of the question says, if he sells the mixture at a gain of 20%, at what price does he sell a bag? If he sells the mixture at a gain of 20%, at what price does he sell the bag? Now that means we are going to look for 20% of 2,212 naira 50 kobo. So that means the cost price is 2,212 naira 50 kobo. So you now look for 20% of it, which is the profit. So the profit is 20% of the cost price. So that means 20 times 2,212 naira 50 kobo is 44,250 naira. Everything divided by 100. So when you divide, you have 442 naira 50 kobo. So you are not going to add this one. The profit, the selling price will now be the cost price plus the profit. The cost price plus the profit is 2,212 naira 50 kobo plus 442 naira 50 kobo. So we should give you 2,000 655 naira. Now, alternatively, you can also decide to solve this same question in another way. So the question says that a trader sells rice in 50 kilograms bags, 30 bags of rice costing 2,400 naira per bag are mixed with 50 bags of another kind of rice costing 2,100 naira. So alternatively, you can solve it this way. Now, you can say that the average cost of the per bag will now be the number of bags, the first number 30 bags times 2,400 naira per bag plus this 50 bag times 2,100 naira per the bag divided by the addition of the number of bags, that's 30 plus 50. So that means 30 times 2,400 naira is what? 72,000 naira plus 50 times 2,100 naira is 105,000 divided by 30 plus 50 is 80. So 72,000 naira plus 105 will give you 177,000 divided by 80, which should now come to what? 2,212 naira 50 kobo. Now the question says that if he sells the mixture at a gain of 20%, at what price does he sell a bag? You can also do that one this way. You can say that the selling price, the cost price is taken to be 100% plus the percentage profit. The percentage profit is what? 20. So it's just like you are saying, well, this percentage profit will be what? The percentage cost price plus the percentage profit. So the percentage cost price is taken to be 100 plus the percentage profit is 20, making what? 120%. So that means the selling price will now be percentage selling price times the cost price. So the percentage selling price will now be 120 over 100 times the cost price, which is 2,212 naira 50 kobo. So this will now give you 2,655 naira. Now, let's look at another example. In what proportion must teas costing 760 naira and 840 naira per kilogram be mixed to produce a tea costing 810 naira per kilogram? Now, we have another seller who buys teas. He bought one for 760 naira per kilogram. Another type of tea is buying it for 840 naira. Now you want to know the proportion you will mix that 840 naira and that 760 naira. You mix it such that you will be able to have his cost price will just be 810 naira. So you want to reduce the cost price to be 810 naira. So in what proportion will he now mix this 760 naira and 810 naira? So now let X and Y be the proportion of each type of tea respectively. So you are going to let X be the proportion you are going to mix that of 760, and Y be the proportion you are going to mix that of 840. So now this is what you are going to do. So you say that is 760 times the proportion we are going to mix this 760 plus 840 times the proportion you are going to mix this other one, which is Y, divided by the addition of the proportion X plus Y, should be equal to the cost price you want to have when we mix the two. So from here you are going to cross multiply. Bring this X plus Y to this side. So that means you'll be having 760X plus 840Y is equal to 810 into bracket x plus y. So from here you are going to open the bracket. You open the bracket. So that means you'll be having 760x plus 840y is equal to 810 times x is 810x plus 810 times y will give us 810y. So from here you are going to collect like terms. 760x, this is 810x, bring it to this side, it will now be what? Minus 810x equals, here we are having 810y, this is plus 840y, bring it to this side to cross the equality sign. When plus crosses equality sign, now turn to minus 840y. 760x minus 810x will give you minus 50x is equal to 810y minus 840y will give you minus 30y. Now, we are looking for a ratio. We are looking for a ratio. We want to know the ratio in which you will mix this, the one for x and the one for y, such that the cost price will be reduced to 810 naira. So now we are going to bring this x to this side so that it is this y to this side. You know this y is multiplying here. When you bring it here, it will now be over y. It will be x over y. This minus 50 will now come to this side. When you come to this side, it will also be what? This one will be 1 over minus 50. So when we bring this y to this side, now be x over y. We bring this minus 50 to this side, now be minus 5 minus 50. So that the ratio of x over y should now be equal to minus 30 divided by minus 50. Minus divided by minus is plus. 0 cancels 0. So that means you are left with x over y is 3 over 5. So that means the ratio in which you are going to so it means that the ratio you are going to mix them together. You need to mix, let me say 3 of 760 naira tea with 5 ratio of 840 naira tea. So by the time you mix them together, the cost price will now reduce to 810 naira. Now let us look at the work practice. Number 1, if 8 kilogram of coffee costing 2,000 naira a kilogram is mixed with 12 kilogram of another kind of coffee costing 2,200 naira a kilogram, what is the cost of the mixture per kilogram? Number 2, you have 3 kinds of teas at 1,160 naira, 1,460 naira and 1,540 naira per kilogram are mixed in the ratio 2:3:5. What is the mixture worth per kilogram? Number 3, 3 ingredients costing 540 naira per kilogram, 350 naira per kilogram and 210 naira per kilogram are mixed so that their masses are in the ratio 2:3:7. Calculate the average cost of the mixture. Please make sure you like, subscribe and comment on this video. Thank you.